10 millions of people open the Instagram at same time, but still it does not get crash. How? Let's see in this video. Let me tell you one story. Let's suppose you build one application and at day 1 you are having 10 users. Everything is working smoothly. You are getting faster response, your user base is happy, you are happy. At day 10, your application goes a slight viral and you get thousands of users. But still your application is working smooth and fine. But suddenly what happens, your application goes too viral and you get a lakhs of users who are trying to access your application at the same time. Now what will happen? Your application goes down, server goes down, and at last your application dies. Sounds like a success, right? But in tech this is called as a failure, because your system was never designed to scale. Your system was never designed to handle such pressure. In reality, many people think that more users equals to more success. But in tech, more users equals to more pressure. More pressure brings more load. And if your system is not capable enough to handle such load, of course it gets breaks. So the big question comes in, how does the big companies like Instagram and Facebook handle millions of users at the same time, that too without getting crashed? The answer is scalability. So in this video, I'm going to explain you scalability like never before. So just in case, if you're new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe it for more such informative videos that can help you to prepare for any interview. Scalability. Now, if I try to explain you what is scalability in a layman terms, it simply says that if your application is growing from 1000 users to 10 lakhs of users, and still it is working smoothly, giving faster response without getting crashed, this is what we call as a scalability. Whereas the technical definition says scalability is a property of a system that can handle a growing amount of load by adding resources. Let's take an example. Suppose you build one payment application and lakhs of users try to use your application, especially during the big sale like Diwali. If many people try to pay at the same time, and if your system is never designed to scale, what will happen? The payments will get failed, user will leave, and business will go down. So scalability is very necessary. It basically helps us to maintain the performance and user experience even during the extreme load. Also, it helps us to handle unpredictable traffic. For example, we got Facebook, Instagram, millions of people try to access the application at the same time, but still the application does not go down even for a second. So how do we achieve this scalability? Scalability can be achieved in two ways, using vertical scaling and horizontal scaling. Let's first talk about vertical scaling. Vertical scaling simply says that adding more computational power to the same single server. If you have one server, you are adding more CPU to it, you are adding more RAM to it, more computational power to it. But vertical scaling comes with serious limitation. We cannot add unlimited resources to it. Somewhere down the line we need to stop, because adding more computational power, more CPU, more RAM also increases your cost. Take an example. Let's suppose you are the only one person who is running one shop. Customer keeps coming, so you try to increase your speed of work. But at one point, you will also get collapse. This is the biggest disadvantage of vertical scaling. And that is the reason why we try to move towards the horizontal scaling. Now, what do you mean by horizontal scaling? Let's take an example. Now, instead of having a single shop, you are having the multiple shops located at a different location. So your customers will get distributed across all the shops rather than getting crowded at one shop. Now everything will work smooth and fine because your load is getting distributed across various shops. Similarly, exactly this happens in horizontal scaling. Instead of adding more resources, more computational power and more CPU to the single server, we add multiple servers, right? So instead of having one server, now we got a multiple servers. But the big question comes in, whenever the request is sent, how it is decided to which server the request should be routed. So in order to handle this, a big one concept comes into the picture called as load balancer. So whenever the user sends a request, instead of sending that request directly to the servers, first of all, it is sent to the load balancer. Now load balancer will decide to which server this request should be routed depending upon the load and number of requests each server handling. And now this helps us, even with we have a multiple users, millions of users are coming, your load is never on a single server. Instead, it is getting distributed across various servers. And this is what exactly happens with big companies like Instagram. We know that millions of people opens Instagram at the same time. Do you think that all the requests are going to the same server? Of course no, right? People are scrolling reels, someone is posting the comments, someone is posting videos. So see, for reels, for videos, for posts, that is for feed, we have one server. For sending message, we have one server. For posting comments and all, we have one server. So you are never hitting to a single server. Instead, you are trying to hit multiple servers at the same time. And this is just the basic layer, right? Big companies go even deeper inside of using microservices, CDN, caching techniques, but all these things are built with a single foundation called as scalability. So this is how the big companies basically uses the techniques to handle the growing amount of load. There are other concepts as well that can be used to help us to achieve the highest scalability. CDN, caching techniques. Don't worry, all these things will be explained separately and in detail in upcoming videos. So now, whenever someone asks you what is scalability, instead of giving them a normal technical definition, tell them a story. Tell them how does a scalability basically works and why it is necessary for us. Now, I hope you will come to know that what exactly scalability is. At least you got a kind of idea why it is necessary and what it is. So just in case if you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe us because we bring more such informative videos that can help you to prepare for interviews. This is Pramod Bhosle signing off.